Charlie Kirk was the voice of my generation. I've seen plenty of guys my age scrolling on TikTok, watching all of his videos, talking about it, arguing about it. Even people that you would never expect to be interested in politics, to be interested in anything, in like intellectual debate, they'd be watching his videos because he was such a great communicator. He'd be able to connect and empathize with anyone, no matter what side of the field you came from, whether you were center right, center left, far right, far left. He could connect with you. He could empathize with you. He could see where you're coming from, and he could show you some kind of truth these guys would leave the conversation learning something or being left better off than they were when they started. There's not many people that can do that as well as he could. You know, there's also not many people that can rally up so many young guys my age like he could. And he's dead. He died on the 10th of September. That's yesterday for me. I remember I was at my Christian school. We were setting up for chapel. I was leading chapel worship. I'm walking into the building, the gym where we have our worship. And someone goes and says, Samuel. So what is it? Charlie Kirk's dead. I don't know how to process that. What do you mean he's dead? I thought these kind of people are like untouchable. And then instantly, my mind goes to when Donald Trump got shot. And he goes, God saved my life. You know, Charlie Kirk even went up and said, God saved Donald Trump's life to serve his purpose. And I'm thinking, why didn't God save Charlie Kirk's life? He saved Donald Trump's life. Why not Charlie Kirk's life? Donald Trump is like almost 80. Charlie Kirk died at 31. All that is rushing through my head. I'm thinking about that. And I get up and I sing and I'm talking about the goodness of God and talking about how His goodness is always running after us. And I'm thinking, where is that love for Charlie Kirk right now, you know? And I have to say that day the enemy won. There were so many people at my school, and you know, anyone who goes to school, you've seen it as well. There were people rejoicing. There were people celebrating. There were people making fun of him getting shot. Making fun of a husband, a father, a follower of Christ's death. And some of these people claim Christianity as well. It's the most disgusting thing I think I've ever seen in my lifetime, in person. And people quoting the Bible, saying never mourn the wicked, about celebrating his death. I've never seen anything like it. But I'll tell you what, the enemy's not going to win. We're not going to let the enemy win. So I saw that darkness. I saw that despair. I've never seen anything like it. The amount of hatred, man. It's outrageous. It shows how dark our culture is. But I saw that. But I also saw this. I saw what Charlie Kirk fought for. I saw all these young men rally up, including myself, rally up around. And we were all supporting him. We're all talking about what a great influence he's had on our lives. We're talking about the videos that we loved seeing him in. We talked about the information we got from him. The fact that he's influenced us in such a positive light. And I saw unity. So whoever that killer is, and whoever is motivated to enjoy seeing this, whoever's happy to see this, I'll tell you something, you have lost. You have lost this fight already. You have lost the battle. You have lost the war. We have defeated you. Whoever tried to kill Charlie Kirk, whoever killed him and tried to silence him, you haven't silenced him. Because his values are going to live on in people like me. And they're going to live on in the young people of this generation that are standing up for what's right. You will never silence us. You can throw as many bullets as you want, but you're not going to silence the truth, ever. The truth sets people free, and the truth always prevails. And what he fought for was truth, was justice, was freedom. And those things will never be overcome by evil, no matter how many bullets you throw at it. And I'll tell you what, this has only made 1 million Charlie Kirks. You take out one, you've made 1 million. Because you've emboldened people, whoever you are that wanted to see this happen. You've now emboldened people like me to want to stand up for what's right, for want to speak up against this silencing tactic. There's so much censoring going on. And we've just allowed ourselves to be silenced, us people that are trying to stand up for what's right. We've allowed them to speak down to us. We've allowed them to talk bad about innocent people like Charlie Kirk. And we haven't stood up against it. But here's what's going to happen now. What has happened has emboldened us to say we will stand up against it. We will stand up for what's right. And we're not going to let this sort of thing slide. If I hear someone talk bad about him, I'm not going to let that slide. I'm going to challenge that. We're going to challenge people that talk down about godly values, that talk down about Christian values. Because guess what? They're wrong. And we have a right to tell them they're wrong. And we don't have to be quiet. We don't have to be afraid of what people think. Because the majority stand for common sense. That's the truth. The majority needs to speak up. The young people of this generation need to speak up. Charlie Kirk was a man of God. Very admirable. And he's inspired a generation. He's inspired me. And he's won. He's won the battle that he set out to do. And whatever the reason God has allowed this to happen, God has got a plan for this. God works all things out for the good of those who love him. And Charlie is in heaven rejoicing with his Savior right now. And this is our duty today. My duty when I wake up for school tomorrow. And I've already said things, probably going to get barrages about standing up for him. My duty is to do what's right. And that's what I'm going to do. Because that's what Charlie Kirk did. And that's what Jesus commands us to do every day.